After 25 years in an accounting practice, I've seen the good, the bad and the ugly. When estate planning is smooth, it is respectful, it is clear, it removes uncertainty. When it's not, it creates confusion, conflict and heartbreak. If you're in business, it's really important to make sure upfront that you have shareholder agreements, partnership agreements, or a heads of agreement in place. These sorts of documents clarify what happens with ownership, voting rights, and control if you pass away. G'day, I'm back today to talk about the unfortunate but very important topic of death. It is a tough topic, but it is something that we all have to face. From our side of things, we see it often. Family members come in after someone has passed. They have no idea where documents are, no idea of what the assets and liabilities were, or how to go about starting probate. Unfortunately, this does happen more than you'd think. The first thing we need to consider is if there is no will. This is called dying intestate. Someone will have to apply to the Supreme Court for what we call letters of administration. This is a slow, stressful, painful situation, and there are a lot of unknowns. This is especially messy with blended families and can cause a lot of delays and angst. So what documents do you need? First things first, you need a valid will. This sets out what happens to your assets when you pass away. The second key document is an enduring power of attorney, which appoints someone to manage your financial and legal affairs if you lose capacity. I had an old solicitor say to me many years ago that sometimes if you didn't have an enduring power of attorney in place, you were better off dead, because the mess it left while you were incapacitated, in a coma, or if you'd had a stroke, it was an absolute disaster for those around you. And the third document ideally you should have in place is an enduring guardianship. This appoints someone to make medical and personal decisions if you become incapacitated. It is also where you specify guardianship of your children under 18. From my experience, this is where the process for people with young children will stall. It's a very difficult and often contentious thing, considering what will happen to your children if you both go down in a fiery crash. It is a scary situation to consider, and the most important thing because we are dealing with young lives. However, it is very important to sit down and have the conversation and make some decisions about what might happen with your children, with their guardianship, should something happen to both parents. Then we need to consider if you have significant assets. You could consider, in conjunction with your solicitor, whether or not the use of testamentary discretionary trusts might be worthwhile. There are some significant asset protection benefits and also tax planning opportunities if your asset base is at a certain level. If you do go down that path, what you'll find is your will document will be much longer, because the will becomes the deed upon your passing. And then, if you're in business, it's really important to make sure upfront that you have shareholder agreements, partnership agreements, or a heads of agreement in place. These sorts of documents clarify what happens with ownership, voting rights, and control if you pass away. It prevents uncertainty and protects both your family and your business partners. In addition to these documents, another really important and worthwhile document is a letter of wishes. Now, while this is not a legally binding document, it could also include some of your business intentions and succession. This could include your general preferences, what you'd like to happen. You could use something like ChatGPT or Gemini to help draft it. This document adds clarity and comfort for those left behind. In terms of digital and practical housekeeping, keep a list of assets, liabilities, and recurring payments. Keep a list of PINs, passwords, usernames. Preferably, I like these things stored electronically in a secure vault. If the document is handwritten, lock it away somewhere safe. For example, in a safe, ideally. Make sure people know where to find these details. It's also important to set out a list of who's who at the zoo. Make a very short list, this is quite easy, of your key advisors, your accountant, your lawyer, and your financial planner or your business partner. Tell a couple of trusted people who to contact, not just one person, just in case someone predeceases you or is unavailable. Ensure at least 2 people know how to access everything or where to find access to everything. After 25 years in an accounting practice, I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. When estate planning is smooth, it is respectful, it is clear, it removes uncertainty. When it's not, it creates confusion, conflict, and heartbreak. This is not just about money, it is about care, it is about clarity and family. I'm TC, and that's my 2 cents. Now, before you jump, if you got something out of this, like, subscribe, or share. The videos are for information purposes only. I'm just a poor simple bean counter and no substitute for good financial advice. Any commentary or advice is general only. If you would like tailored advice, be it business advice, tax, or accounting advice, please contact me at admin@atomicba.au. If you've got a topic that you'd like me to cover, hit me up in the comments below or email me at tc@tcs2cents.com.au.